Besides being considered two of the most famous WWE wrestlers, Dominik Mysterio and John Cena are two athletes who have amassed great fortunes throughout their careers. And of course, earning so much money, they can live in sophisticated homes, drive powerful cars, and collect high-end jewelry. But have you ever stopped to think about which one of them has the most luxurious life? In today's video, you'll watch a fierce battle between Dominik Mysterio and John Cena. Both WWE celebrities have more than enough money to buy any type of property, but which one lives in the most luxurious mansions? Starting with Dominik Mysterio. After marrying Marie Juliette in 2024, for example, the wrestler moved into a sophisticated property, but the value of the property is unknown. In addition, Dominik Mysterio lived most of his life in his father's house, located on a plot of land measuring more than 20,000 square feet in the city of Chula Vista, San Diego County, California. In 2012, a year after purchasing the property, Rey Mysterio opened the doors of the place to his WWE fans. Built in 2004, the residence has more than 4,300 square feet of floor space, and among the places Dominik's father showed off is the living room with a fireplace, which includes a wet bar and a huge aquarium where they usually keep a variety of tropical fish. Mysterio also showed the dining room, the kitchen, and a room where he keeps an impressive collection of swords. During the interview, the wrestler also showed his office, where he keeps various collectibles, such as more than 100 action figures made throughout his career by different wrestling promotions, as well as customized plaques. But these are not the only rooms that have been seen in this mansion. That's because in 2021, this beautiful residence was once again listed on the real estate market, and although it is not entirely clear whether it was sold or not, it was possible to get an idea of how the place currently looks. The living rooms, for example, have been renovated, although they still maintain the traditional classic style in their decoration. The kitchen has a chef's island in the center of the room, as well as a small breakfast room, while the dining area is set up for formal gatherings. Among the other rooms shown in the new records are 7 luxurious bathrooms, a gym with all kinds of equipment where Dominik Mysterio trained with his father, a laundry room with large machines, and balconies to contemplate the views of the region, as well as a media room with a TV and a stunning office with wood paneling. In total, the mansion has 6 charming bedrooms with different styles, one of which belonged to the young fighter while he lived with his parents before getting married. The master suite, for example, has its own private living room and a huge bathroom, which features a soaking tub and 2 closets where Dominik's father kept his combat clothes and personal items. Outside, the property has a long driveway where Rey Mysterio usually parks his luxury vehicles. In the backyard, there are several spaces to relax and an area with a lawn and swings, as well as an outdoor kitchen with a built-in barbecue and marble counters. And don't think that's all, because there is also a custom-made golf course and a cabin with cozy seating and a fireplace. But without a doubt, one of the greatest features of this exquisite property is the beautiful outdoor tropical oasis, which offers stunning views of the city and mountains. According to some sources, Dominik's father bought the mansion in Chula Vista in 2011 for a mere $1.08 million. Currently, the property is estimated to be worth over $2.2 million. John Cena, on the other hand, when he was engaged to wrestler Nikki Bella, she ended up showing a bit of the couple's residence on her YouTube channel, where it was possible to get to know a bit more of the WWE star's home. It was possible to see that the mansion has a decor full of objects that show a little of Cena's personality, such as a picture frame with dozens of Nintendo games, and another frame with the album of his favorite artists, and even a piano that he seems to know how to play quite well. One of the rooms that they showed most was the double bedroom, the most exclusive room in the house, which seems to be very comfortable and cozy. The place has a very refined decoration, having, for example, a huge fireplace, many decorative pictures, and even mirrors on the ceiling combined with plaster frames. Going into the bathroom, we can see that it is even more sophisticated, with a white color palette composed by coatings on the walls that look like marble. There's no shortage of space in this bathroom, ideal for the muscle giant ready himself in comfort and luxury. However, the external area is undoubtedly one of the places that stands out the most in the estate. This is because there is an incredible swimming pool, equipped with a stone waterfall and surrounded by plants. John Cena has managed to create an exotic and very functional outdoor area, even featuring a slide for when he wants to have fun. On sunnier days, the fighter will most likely prefer to gather his friends and have some fun while cooling off in this beautiful pool. And even though John Cena and Nikki Bella split in 2018, some sources claim that he is still living in this property. And although the property is not for sale, some real estate websites estimate that Cena's mansion is currently valued at around $3,500,000. In addition, John Cena also had a mansion in San Diego, California. On the YouTube channel of John Cena's ex-fiancée, some footage of the property's interior can be seen. We can see that the decor of the house is older, but that everything is still in perfect condition. There is a strong presence of wood, especially in the huge living room, which features several sophisticated details. It was possible to see that the environment has a fireplace, foosball table, and even a pool table. Going down to the basement, there is a wine cellar with a capacity for hundreds of bottles, something that surely the couple must have really liked. And while there isn't a lot of information about this estate, it likely cost quite a bit of money. Since John Cena's properties are more luxurious, he wins this round. Both wrestlers are fascinated by beautiful cars, so it's no surprise that they have been seen with vehicles. But which one has the most expensive cars? Dominik Mysterio, for example, has many cars, including a Jeep Grand Cherokee SUV, a vehicle that can comfortably transport up to 7 people. This car has a luxurious interior, equipped with state-of-the-art technology to assist the driver. And it's no wonder that its price starts at $38,000. The WWE star has also been spotted in a Toyota Tacoma TRD, a rugged car with off-road capabilities that stands out for its sporty and aggressive look. A car in this line costs around $45,000. Dominik also owns a BMW 3 Series, a mid-size sedan with a modern and elegant design, which stands out for accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 5 seconds. The fighter's car is valued at approximately $60,000. Another very popular car owned by the wrestler is his Chevrolet Impala SS, which has been photographed several times at WWE events. This is a classic sedan that is among the most coveted by collectors. Depending on the condition of the vehicle, it is possible to purchase a model like this for approximately $65,000. Moving up the price range, Dominik Mysterio has been seen driving a Lucid Air, one of the most advanced and luxurious electric cars available today, with a futuristic look. This vehicle has a minimalist interior with high-end finishes, and when on the road, it can easily accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. And that must be why the price of this vehicle starts at $71,000. The fighter has also been photographed with a Jeep Wrangler, a rugged vehicle equipped with a hybrid engine, which stands out for its safety and power on the road. And to get an idea of the price, it is estimated to cost around $75,000. It is speculated that Dominik Mysterio also owns a BMW i8, a high-performance sports coupe with a very expressive design, valued at around $160,000. The most expensive car in his collection is an Audi R8, a supercar equipped with state-of-the-art technology and high performance, with an engine that can reach up to 620 horsepower. That is probably why the vehicle is valued at over $180,000. In addition to these vehicles, Dominik's garage also appears to have a Porsche, but the exact model of the car is unknown. John Cena, for his part, is not at all left behind. Proof of this is that he has already made a series of videos showcasing part of his collection. The first car he bought with his first WWE paycheck was a 1989 Jeep Wrangler, a vehicle that, despite being valued at only $15,000, holds great emotional significance for Cena. He also owns a 2012 Range Rover Autobiography, a simple SUV for a celebrity like him, but ideal for everyday use and can be found costing around $40,000. However, one of the cheapest sports cars he owns is a 2013 Maserati Gran Turismo, a beautiful convertible that can be found costing around $70,000. Raising the price, he has already been spotted in his 2005 Aston Martin Vanquish S, which can be found costing around $20,000. And of course, Ferraris couldn't be missing from his garage, his cheapest being the 2004 model year 360 Spider, which can be found for around $120,000. Cena also owns a 2009 Lamborghini Gallardo in blooming green color, a sporty and nimble car, but definitely a little too small for a man as strong as he is, being valued at around $130,000. Another beautiful red Ferrari that is part of his collection is the 2007 model F430 Spider, whose price is estimated at around $140,000. He also owns a 2007 Ferrari 599 GTB, a beautiful car valued at $160,000. However, in white he owns a Ferrari 612 Scaglietti Auto 2009, a vehicle valued at $180,000. And for when John Cena wants to take a more sophisticated ride, he can make use of his 2009 Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe, a sophisticated convertible car valued at around $200,000. Mercedes vehicles couldn't be left out either, with him owning a 2012 Mercedes Benz SLR AMG valued at $240,000. Going even more powerful, he owns a 2009 Lamborghini Murcielago Coupe, a super-fast car that can be found costing around $350,000. One of the most legendary vehicles in his garage, meanwhile, is his 2006 Ford GT, a rare car that can be worth upwards of $400,000. However, one of the most expensive cars in his collection is believed to be a 2008 Mercedes Benz SLR McLaren, a supercar valued at over $500,000. And because he has a garage with better machines, John Cena easily wins this round. When traveling, both athletes use private aircraft, but who enjoys the best air transportation? John Cena, for example, has already been spotted getting out of a Dassault Falcon 20F, a small executive jet, ideal for interstate travel. The interior of the aircraft is very sophisticated, with it being able to carry up to 6 passengers while offering a lot of comfort for all those who go aboard. And it's no wonder that the price of a new aircraft of this model is estimated at $4 million. But in case the fighter had just chartered it, it's possible he spent around $10,000 for each flight hour. Along with Rhea Ripley, Dominik has been seen in a Eurocopter EC-130, a means of transportation used mainly for tourism because it is safe and practical. The helicopter can carry up to 7 passengers in a spacious and ergonomic cabin, which has leather seats for greater comfort during the journey. And that must be why the rental price is around $3,300. But the aircraft don't stop there, as the duo was also spotted boarding a Cessna 441 Conquest, a versatile and highly economical twin-engine turboprop aircraft built by the Cessna Aircraft Company between the 1970s and 80s. This aircraft is ideal for executive and regional transport, capable of traveling at a cruising speed of 260 knots. In its executive configuration, the jet can comfortably carry up to 8 passengers in a sophisticated cabin. And to enjoy an aircraft like this, the couple had to shell out a hefty sum. According to some sources, the average cost of chartering the jet is $1,600 per flight hour. To purchase an aircraft like this, the fighter could pay between $850,000 and $1.5 million. And since neither of them owns an aircraft, we'll consider this round a tie, 1 point each. As two famous fighters, it's safe to assume that money is no object for them. But which one of them has a habit of spending the most? Dominik, for example, likes to buy sneakers. To get an idea of the pairs he has in his closet, the fighter has been seen wearing Nike Dunk High Psychic Purple, an elegant model that costs about $125. Dominik has also been photographed wearing Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Black Phantom sneakers, which can be found for over $500, as well as off-white Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star vulcanized sneakers, which are estimated to cost over $750. One of the most expensive sneakers in the fighter's collection is an Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott Reverse Mocha, which costs over $2,900. But without a doubt, Dominik Mysterio's biggest expenses are luxury watches, such as the Rolex Datejust he gave to Liv Morgan as a gift. This 41mm accessory is made of yellow gold and stainless steel, with a sapphire crystal case that makes it more durable and resistant, as well as boasting an elegant black dial. According to a video shared by WWE, the watch cost $12,000. And from the photos Dominik shares on Instagram, it appears that he also has 2 Rolex Datejust models in his own collection. Another watch he owns is a Rolex Day-Date President, a classic 18-karat yellow gold piece with high-quality finishes that make it more durable. It's no wonder that this sophisticated accessory is worth around $19,000. John Cena, on the other hand, has been seen wearing beautiful watches, such as $15,000 Rolex Explorer 2, $20,000 Rolex GMT Master 2, $25,000 Rolex Daytona Steel Yellow Gold, $65,000 Rolex Eve Rose Daytona. Since John Cena spends more on his watches, he wins this round. There is no doubt that both WWE stars are extremely wealthy, but which one has the highest net worth? Dominik, for example. His main source of income is undoubtedly his salary as a WWE wrestler, currently estimated at $100,000 per year, not including performance bonuses and merchandise sales, which increases earnings considerably. The reason he receives such a high salary as a rookie is because of his popularity in the industry. After all, although he is hated by a good portion of wrestling fans, it is a fact that Dominik Mysterio is an extremely famous athlete. To get an idea of how influential the wrestler is, he has about 1.5 million followers on Instagram, where he takes advantage of his enormous popularity to secure paid partnerships with famous brands such as Wheatley Vodka, Casey's, Mattel, WWE Games, among others. And although no one knows exactly how much he is worth, some sources estimate that, adding up all his sources of income, Dominik Mysterio has already accumulated a net worth of $2 million. John Cena, on the other hand, was once considered the most important figure in WWE, being responsible for starring in the most profitable fights, besides being one of the biggest sellers of licensed products using his image. And it's no wonder he's considered one of the highest paid wrestlers in the world. But John Cena's ambitions go far beyond wrestling. He seems to want to follow the same path as his ringmate The Rock, who has become one of Hollywood's biggest movie stars. And that's why Cena has started acting more and more, taking some good roles in increasingly relevant films. The amount he gets paid for each performance depends a lot on the importance of his role and the size of the production's budget. To get a sense of values, it's estimated that he received about $260,000 for The Marine and $2,500,000 for Trainwreck. And it's very likely that his biggest payday will be in Fast and Furious 9, a film that is part of one of the most successful franchises in movie history, in which John Cena has acted as the main villain, something that must have earned him a few $1,000,000. And most recently, Cena has been hard at work with his superhero character on the Peacemaker series airing on HBO Max. We can't forget that he also has other sources of income. One of John Cena's most recent investments is in the drinks industry, being one of the founders of Thomas Ashbourne, a brand of ready-to-drink cocktails that promises to be very successful in the coming years. Another source of Cena's income is through music, having already released a rap album titled You Can't See Me. John Cena is also very prominent in the dubbing business, with his biggest highlight being with the main character in the animated film Ferdinand. On television, Cena is often invited to make special appearances, even working as host of the children's show airing on Nickelodeon's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Social media can also be considered another source of income for John Cena. This is because he has tens of millions of followers on several different platforms. In his Facebook page alone, for example, he has over 50 million followers, a huge audience that he makes use of in order to publicize his main events and products. And because he is a very famous personality, he also manages to make a lot of money from his image by advertising for various companies. Among the brands that have already invested to associate their image to the wrestler are, for example, beer company Michelob Ultra, Gillette Razors, New Mountain Dew soft drink, snack company Tacos Fuego, sportswear company Tap Out, Crocs shoes, Hefty disposable products, fast food chain Subway, Fruity Pebbles cereal, and many others. To get an idea of values, it is estimated that just his commercial with the data analysis company Experian, he may have made him around $1 million. And if you consider all of the fighter's sources of income in a year, Forbes magazine estimated that in 2016 he made almost $10 million. And while no one knows for sure just how much wealth Big John Cena has amassed, many sources speculate that currently, at the peak of his 45 years of age, he has already amassed a net worth of over $80 million. In other words, John Cena wins this last round. At the end of this fight, we have 1 point for Dominik Mysterio against 5 points for John Cena, who wins this battle by a landslide. But if you believe there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, deals to satisfy your curiosity.